Hello, fellow people of the Earth. I am Derry50 from Runetooncraft Productions, and welcome to a new episode of my old school Runescape Let's Play. This is episode 67, and today we are going to be doing the Zogre Flesh Eaters quest. So yeah, they're a bunch of zombie ogres, and we have to save them and stuff. So anyway, yeah, requirements: you need to complete big chompy bird hunting and the jungle potion quest. You must be able to defeat a level 111, and a few smaller levels as well, but the highest is level 111. The other one you have to defeat is level 39. Level requirements: you need 4 smithing, which shouldn't take that long, 8 herb lore, which also shouldn't take that long, 20 strength, 30 fletching, 30 ranged, and 43 prayer is not required, but it'll definitely help. So you can do the protect from melee for the level 111. If you're high level enough, you should have to worry about that though. And a little bit of food. If you are a lower level, probably a lot more food than 4 swordfish, but that's good for me. Item requirements: you will need a knife. I'll need a ring of dueling to save time. I just have one here. Any axe to make. You need an axe to cut down a achi logs. They're called achi logs. If you don't want to bring the axe, you can also just cut a few achi logs, but I'm just going to bring an axe. You need feathers. You need nails of any metal. So I have just these feathers and iron nails. You can use bronze nails or steel nails. It does not matter. A hammer. A few super restore potions, so you can restore yourself from the disease. A vial of water. And there are 2 herbs that we'll be getting during the quest as well for this vial of water. So I'll walk you through that when we get there, though. And I also brought a few Brimhaven teleports to speed things up in getting a Karamja. And I got these from taking house teleport tablets and redirection. What are they called? Redirection. Scrolls of redirection, which you get from Nightmare Zone. And you use those in house teleport tablets, and you can get Brimhaven teleports. Then I brought some coins to pay a cart guy at Brimhaven to speed things up a little bit more. So yeah, that's pretty much all you'd need. I also brought some super energies and stamina potions because we're doing a lot of running, and I'm wearing some pretty decent armor as well. Turn auto retaliate on. Okay, and actually, we're gonna have to get some inventory space. Just go ahead and bank 2 of your super restore potions, or not. Don't bring any at all if you want. I'm just gonna bank 2 of them because apparently when you start this quest, the guy will actually give you super restore potions and some cooked chompy birds, which doesn't mean much to you, but you know, the super restore potions do. So to start this off, you're going to want to speak to Grish, which I think, there he is. Talk to Grish. And just say, what are Zogres? And then finally say, can I help in any way? And say, okay, I'll check things out and then report back. And then say, yes, I'm really sure. And then, yeah, he'll give you some food and 2 potions. Specifically, he gives you some super restore potions, 3 dose, and some cooked chompy. So now talk to the ogre god and mention Grish. Okay, so he'll go ahead and kick down these crushed barricades that you can climb over. And you may become diseased now. So run through here and run to the northwest over here. Hold on. Or sorry, the east. My fault. Run east and go down these stairs. Okay. And now we go northwest through this cave of zombie ogres. There's an ogre coffin there. Let's go further northwest over here. You'll see this area with kind of a blackened floor. This is where you want to go. When you run over here, there's going to be a... whoa. There's going to be a cutscene, which is what this is. Dun dun dun! Beautiful camera movements. Okay. So let's go ahead and search the skeleton. And a zombie will appear. So attack this zombie. There's a ruined backpack. I'm going to go ahead and eat one of these. I'm just going to go ahead and eat all these chompies because I'm not going to use them. And open the ruined backpack. Yeah, I need 3 inventory spaces. So I guess I'll leave one of those as well. You notice a small leather patch with a van on it. You find interesting looking tankard. And there you go. So if you actually didn't bring a knife, you actually obtain one during the quest. So go ahead and drop the rotten food. And if you want inventory space, you can drop the knife as well. All you need is a tankard. Now go ahead and search the broken lectern. And here's the torn page. Go ahead and read it. And then search this coffin over here. And then use a knife on the ogre coffin. And then search it. Erg. Arg. Rarg, yes. Then search the ogre coffin. And then you find a black prism. Okay, so now go ahead and click on your quest tab. Click on the red tab here. Go down to Nightmare Zone and teleport, because this is the quickest way to get to Yanil. And it'll save you a lot of time. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay, so you'll appear right over here by the Nightmare Zone area. Go ahead and go south and you'll enter the Yanil area. And then immediately go west and there should be... I forget where the bar is. It's right over there. We want to go to the bar. Because we need to figure out who this tankard belongs to. I mean, it's from the Dragon Inn, and this is the Dragon Inn. So we just need to figure out who was here. So go ahead and use it on the bartender. Okay, so go east now to the Magic Guild. And if you do not have the required magic level to enter the Magic Guild, you can ring the bell right outside the Magic Guild, and this guy will appear. He's already here, actually. So you can ring the bell and he'll appear. I actually have the magic level required, so I'm just going to talk to him. There's a duplicate version in there. So we're going to go ahead and set up some inventory space, because I don't quite have enough right now. So I'm going to go ahead and bank my food. We'll get it later. And I'm also going to bank a few of these. And that should be good right there. Alright. And then we're going to go ahead and proceed to the top floor of a guest house. I believe this is it right here. If we go up this ladder. Yeah, here it is. Okay. As you see, there's Sithic Int inside of his bed. And we'll need to talk to him. Oops. Talk to Sithic Int. And then go ahead and ask if he knows anything about the undead ogres at Jigig. Okay. So go ahead and say, okay, thanks. And then walk over to this drawer. Open the drawers, actually just search them. And you'll find some charcoal and papyrus and a book on okay. So he does portraits. So you want to read, you want to search the cupboard as well. You find a book on necromancy. And then search the wardrobe and you find a book on ham. You want to go ahead and just flip through all the books. Well, I guess you really only have to read them. So there we go. There we go. And then you want to use the book of... You want to use this book on him. How do I do it? You can start by reading the book. Okay. Now go ahead and use the papyrus on Sithic. So he'll say truth quite a lot. Whenever you see the truth part, drop the portrait, search the drawers, and get more papyrus, and draw another portrait. You have to keep trying until he says honesty. Once he says honesty, you're good. Okay. So now go down the ladder here. Go to the bartender again, and go ahead and show him this portrait so that he can sign it as a... what do they call them? What do they call people who sign things based for a crime? I forget what that's called. I'm going to look that up. I'm interested. They call them affidavits. affidavits. There's the people that sign things in order to prove something for like law. So in like a court case. Yeah, I actually just learned that. I remember it before, but I forgot what the word was. So now you have the signed portrait, a signed classic realistic charcoal portrait of Sifik. So now go ahead and run east to the wizard again. Once again, you can ring the bell if your magic level's not high enough, and it'll come right out. If your magic level is high enough, you can also ring the bell if you want, but you can also go through the magic guild and speak to him in here. So once you talk to Savistic Rarv, go ahead and say, I have some items that I'd like you to look at. And they'll show you all the book. And you'll show him other stuff. Okay, so run north now, back to the house that Sithik is in. Go upstairs and use the strange potion on the cup of tea. And then climb down the ladder and climb up the ladder, and he's turned into an ogre. And now talk to him. He'll say, "Arg, what's happened to me, you beast?" Then go ahead and say, how do I move the effects of the spell from the area? Spell's permanent, that's fair. Go ahead and say, how do I get rid of the undead ogres? Then finally, how do I get rid of the disease? And say, sorry, I have to go. Okay, so now we have to go ahead and travel over to this area here. Now I'm going to go ahead and show you a fairy ring you can use to go to right here where this little arrow is. That fairy ring code is CKR. If not, you just have to get down here by using Brimhaven teleport, which will send you right here. Or getting to Brimhaven anyway and just heading south until you get here. There's a fairy ring west and slightly north of Yannel. I'm going to use that. Then I'm going to use the code CKR right there. So go ahead and use that code. And once again, if you don't have access to the fairy rings, you're just gonna have to run down here. But then go ahead and go. Wait, I'm disorientated. West, yeah, sorry. When I go west from the fairy ring, and you'll see some seaweed, and then right up here, a little bit north, there's some marshy vines. Go ahead and search the marshy jungle vines. And you should get some grimy snakeweed. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and teleport to Brimhaven now. And we're going to go south. And then east. We want to end up right over here where this dungeon is. I should also note, technically you do not have to make this potion to complete the quest, but it's highly recommended as it opens up a shop where you can buy a bunch of stuff and a bunch of these potions in the future. So yeah. Let's go ahead and search the rocks and enter the cave. And around the walls in certain locations, you should see little green speckles, like over here. Let's go ahead and search those. Beware of the Zogres. And you should get some Rogue's Purse. Go ahead and clean both of these. Put the Rogue's Purse into the vial of water, and then the snakeweed into the vial of water. You should get some relice. I don't even know how to pronounce that, but that's what you get. Alright, so go ahead and teleport to Castle Wars now using your Ring of Dueling, or get to this area however you please. And I've actually decided that I want to go ahead and show you guys how to do the ranged version of this. So I'm going to go ahead and get prepared for some ranged. Okay, make sure you have some super restore potions now. I'm going to go ahead and bring out, I'll probably only need 2. And we'll bring out some food as well. We don't need the coins anymore. We don't need the knife. Well, no, we do need the knife. Sorry, we do need the knife. Make sure you have the knife. Don't need the charcoal or this anymore, which I'll probably throw out at some point. And get some food. For me, I don't need that much. For other people, you're probably going to need some. So, now we're going to go, and notice how, this is my range stuff, but notice how I don't have anything equipped like a bow or anything, and that's because we're actually going to be making that right now. So, we're going to run south, and cut down some of these achi trees. Just cut a few. Use our knife on them to make ogre arrow shafts. So this should be a good route right here, 60. And then we're going to go ahead and use, make them into flighted ogre arrows with our feathers. And that should be all right there. Yep. And then use the nails on them to make iron brutal arrows. Now, once again, you do not need to do this. I just like doing things the old school way. And here we are. Here's the old school way of doing this quest. You make the arrows. So you want to talk to... Hold on a second. Sorry, yeah, you want to talk to Grish, not that guy. Forgot what his name was. And say, I found who's responsible for the Zogres being here. Okay, so we'll go ahead and give you an Ogre Gate key. Go ahead and talk to him again and say there must be an easier way to kill these Zogres. So go ahead and cut down an etchy tree if you're doing my method. Create a composite ogre bow. Oh, sorry, yeah. And then you need some wolf bones, which I did not know previously. Once again, you don't even need to do this all. I just like doing things the old school way. So if you have some wolf bones, get those out as well. Alright, so you want to use a knife on etchy tree logs to make a composite ogre bow. Then use the unstrung composite ogre bow with, and then you get this. This is a composite ogre bow. And then I'm going to equip that with the iron brutal arrows, and now we're ready. Now, of course, as I said, you do not need to do this. You can just do it, the normal way by killing them if you're high enough level. But for low levels, I'd recommend doing this, especially if you're like a pure and you have good ranged. All right, so now we're prepared to fight the level 111. I would bring a lot more food if you're a lower level. I'm just not. And I have protection as well from the prayers. Alright, so let's climb over the crushed barricade and head east, back through the terrible Zogres. If you're a lower level, they'll probably attack you. You only have to restore to get rid of the, you have to super restore to get rid of the disease. Alright, then head west through here. And, there should be some locked ogre stone doors. And since we have the key that Grish gave us, we can walk through these, and then climb down the stairs in the other end. And then over here, if we run north, there should be... Okay, see, this is the big ceremonial area. If we search the stand here, slash and bash will spawn. So if you're ranging him, go ahead and safe spot him from here. And then attack him. Evil Bob. Okay. He'll range you, so go ahead and put him in range. No, that doesn't seem to be. I'll go ahead and show you how much damage he does on me, which I don't think he's doing anything. Brutal arrows do quite a lot of damage on him. Just walking by. So yeah, I have oh, he made me sick. Okay, that's one thing. What else have I seen that yellow thing? So now pick up your arrows. You can pick up Zogre bones, which and then ogre artifacts, Zogre bones, and then there are org bones, and these are yeah, I think these go for pretty high on the GE. They're good for prayer. Alright, so go ahead and climb up the stairs and head back to Grish to finish the quest. So just go through those stone doors again, and then head east and climb up the stairs. And then head west. Wonder what stats is dropping. Oh, I used Super Restore, that's right. So climb over the barricade and speak to Grish. And we're rewarded with 1 quest point, the ability to make brutal arrows and cure disease potions, 2,000 range fletching, and herblore XP. Cool. And then if we use this on Uglug brought you some of the potion which uses cure disease, so you can buy some from it. He gives you 300 gold coins in return, and now we can trade Uglug and he'll have some. This is all the stuff that he can trade to you. I'm gonna buy some of this. I think this cures disease, right? Huh. You feel slightly better. Does it not cure it completely? I don't know. Maybe there's a specific potion for that as well that I'm missing. But anyway, guys, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.